One critical thinking skill and skill of logic that we could practice and get better at and learn is argument analysis. In other words, not just like people quarreling or yelling at each other, but I mean a philosophic argument, an exchange of ideas. Um, think about what are the reasons someone has for their conclusion. Start to focus on that more. We all do it to some extent. We're humans. We connect ideas. We relate. We think. It's natural. What we need to do is make that process more under our control, though. We need to grasp how to do it, be more of a craftsman of it, instead of being unsure and just talking stuff. Learn to craft arguments or really assess someone else's. Look at, does this statement really lead to this one? Can these statements really come together to form a new conclusion? Do these reasons really go together to lead to this conclusion? Is the evidence correct? Think about things like that. Start to assess whether there's evidence for something, if that really goes into the statements the person's making, if the evidence and the thoughts really go together and could be structured and ordered to make a conclusion. Think about, again, in terms of ordering or cause and effect. What leads to what leads to what? Just that basic idea. You can do a lot more from there, but just start thinking about that first. Then there's all kinds of refinements and technical details you can make about getting into deduction and the syllogism and doing argument analysis and charting it out and digging into the using classification to judge and assess deductions, looking at definitions to assess deductions and reasoning, then getting into the really basics of stuff, the concepts we form, their definitions, their classifications, how we form concepts, how we think. But first of all, as I say, start, there's all kinds of stuff you can do later, but basic critical thinking skill is start assessing arguments explicitly and deliberately.